From the basement of La Penta, this is WICR.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sports Vault / who knows what this is. Back in action with Big Shot Rob, Ian Sachs, and Jersey Joe, of course. Now, we're kind of rolling along. Took a little bit of a hiatus. Met up with Pistol Pete in the building. Nick Grippo is somewhere talking to somebody about who knows what. I don't know if that's going to be a very good conversation there, guys. But we will find out.
Just entering the building, Joe. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Oh, it's okay. Grippo?
No.
Anthony Carlos?
Chelsea.
Oh,
Taylor.
See.
We can't roast her anymore.
Oh,
the roast is over.
I gotta give credit to Chelsea.
The roast
Chelsea is as I don't think I know another go-getter who can do as much as she can. Think about this today, guys. She's there at 9 o'clock. She stays the whole time. She goes to work. She's back and finishing out the radiothon. Superwoman. I couldn't do it.
She's on fire.
Fire.
Well, since she is here, we're doing a little transition here.
Okay.
Wait for this transition. Since Chelsea is here, and she is an entertainment buff,
yes,
we're going entertainment.
Why not?
Wait for it. It's going to be legendary.
Legendary is good, Big Shot Rob. Legendary is good.
So, since it's so legendary, Rob, why don't you tell us what we're going to talk about?
Oh, man, this is going to be fun. Oh, so I'm going to do the show on it is no. Let's talk about our favorite the Dodgers, that's all I have to say.
Right.
Let's talk about our favorite superhero movies for entertainment.
Okay.
Because, in next 2 weeks, Avengers, Age of Ultron coming out, everybody's favorite superheroes, Iron Man, the Hulk's back, Captain America, Thor, a lot of new people. What do you guys think of? What's your favorite movies for superheroes?
Okay, for me this is easy. I still think my favorite movie that I could just watch over and over and over and never ever get tired is The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger. I love Batman, and I'd never seen a Batman movie that really left me satisfied. That movie was everything I ever wanted and I will ever want out of a Batman movie. I watch it constantly, probably at least once a month. I can't get enough. That is my go-to superhero movie.
Joe, or you know what, Rob? I'll let you go first. But before I let Rob go, and then I'll say mine. Joe, if you watched that movie any more frequently than you did, we would nickname you the Dark Knight because no more Matt Harvey as the Dark Knight. You would then be
Ian,
the
you and
Dark
I
Knight.
are just honest. I love it. If you called me the Dark Knight, my life would be complete, I think. I think if people started calling me the Dark Knight, I don't need to accomplish anything else in life.
Joe,
that would be it.
Joe, you got it. Goodbye, Jersey Joe Archino.
Welcome, the
Dark Knight Archino.
I've already got an Instagram post lined up, say goodbye to Jersey Joe, folks. I am now the Dark Knight.
Wow.
Rob, I feel special.
You go. Let's hear it. Oh, my gosh. Nicholas Grippo.
Wow.
Nicholas Grippo is back after about 20 years talking to his friend in the gym. Nick, you aged a little. You're back in the station, though. We love to have you. You, Pistol Pete, coming back, Full Metal Attack. They'll be on in just about 20 minutes. But, Rob, it's been a long time since we let you talk. What is your favorite superhero
I had
movie?
to open it up like this first. Hey, Nick, where's the lunch?
hey, Rob, did the Knicks play tonight?
Nick, where's the lunch? Nicholas, we're talking to you.
They're not even listening. Isn't that disrespectful?
I think the lunch is with the Knicks playoff aspirations. Nowhere to be found.
Guys, I did
Let's
see
go,
a
Rob.
character wearing a Knicks jersey today, and I'm sorry to cut you off, Rob, though, but I don't know. I just lost a little respect.
I think over the next 6 months, there are 3 days that you can wear a Knicks jersey.
Yes.
The day of the NBA lottery, the NBA draft lottery.
Yes.
The day of the NBA draft. And opening day.
I'm with you, Ian, 100%. No other day is there a reason to wear a Knicks jersey. But, Rob, I'm sorry for cutting you off. Get into it.
My new favorite movie, Joe. I've been telling you about it for the past 2 weeks.
Yes, you have.
X-Men Days of Future Past.
Wow.
It's on HBO. I can't change it. When it's on, I have to watch it. Probably the best X-Men out of the whole trilogy. Next year we're going to have X-Men Apocalypse. But I mean, we look at this movie, it's past and future. Some of these actors, Michael Fassbender, who plays as Eric Magneto, James McAvoy playing as Charles Xavier, these young actors are unbelievable. And that's one thing I have to say about this X-Men series. I felt like it was very boring. Like, the first three were so boring. There was nothing, like, crazy about it. Then this movie, you had the Sentinels, the robots, and everything took off. There's so much fighting, so much Hugh Jackman, because Hugh Jackman, there will never be another Wolverine, hands down. Hugh Jackman is the greatest Wolverine.
He is.
The greatest hairstyle, and the guy is jacked at, like, 46 years old. The guy is huge.
Hence, Hugh Jackman. He is a jacked man. Great point. Great point about Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Gotta argue a little bit about the greatest Wolverine. Gotta say Tom Brady. But that's an argument for.
Yeah,
Where's his BCS national championship?
Although,
Rob?
there is not another feared animal like the duck is. Like the Oregon duck is, which you can see I'm showing the sign up. Because think about it. If there's a duck, what enemies does a duck have? There are no enemies of the duck in the animal kingdom. Armand, that's Pete. All right.
Since it's Pete, it's okay. If it was Armand,
Yeah.
that'd be a little
I was
creepy.
gonna
It's
say,
just
what-
creepy what he's doing. He looks like a monster.
It's good to have Pete back in the
well, you know what? It's Pete, and it's after midnight.
Yes.
Everybody gets a pass after midnight.
I'll give you that. Everybody gets a pass. You know, Colin Coward says great things. The only people who are up around this time of night are either vampires or bartenders. We are not bartenders or vampires.
Well,
so
Chelsea is a bartender.
that is true.
so
Does
that's,
that make us vampires then, Ian?
Oh.
I do have some sharp teeth.
I think I could pass as a vampire because
Yeah.
everybody tells me I have the coldest hands in the world.
Oh,
I'm
no.
the coldest person
In the
world.
wintertime, Rob, I'm with you. But
my hands are always like ice.
guys, we might be vampires.
I
Breaking news on WICR News Flash. Ian Sachs, Jersey Joe, and Big Shara may be vampires. Anthony Carlo reports. I'm sure he's going to have a stand-up done by this morning about it or something like that.
Yeah, and then when we see him on Monday, he'll complain to us. Yeah, guys, I was up all night. Saturday night editing the stand-up. I fell asleep on my couch editing. I woke up at 8 in the morning, and I was on my couch. I didn't even finish my stand-up.
You want to know what the funny thing is? We're talking so much about these guys. They're right outside this window.
Literally,
And they don't
literally be saying that they're just the worst people in the world. Like, we could be saying the most awful things, and they wouldn't even know right now because they're just focused on.
just look at Anthony right now. What is Anthony thinking about?
Anthony's. That's an interesting question, Rob. What goes on in the mind
Well,
of Anthony?
what I want to know is what was Anthony thinking all day today?
Oh my goodness.
We talk about a subject
Yeah, and
in
he-
front of
oh my
Anthony
God.
for an hour.
And he's.
An hour.
Oh my God.
And then he goes to us.
Yeah. What was that? What was that thing again?
What's that event over there? Anthony.
Anthony's been
We-
a little loopy today. I
Yeah.
think that's the best way to put it.
He still doesn't hear us.
Anthony's probably like, looking right at. Oh man.
Look at Armand. Armand, what are you doing, Armand?
I think you put Armand and Anthony together in this situation, and just the loopiness is just on a different level. I
The
mean,
two cousins.
the only
Yo,
sanity
God,
go-
sports just cuz.
That's the thing I like about this group right here is the sanity is always there. You know, we're always with it. You tell us something, we get
Well-
it. We understand.
well-
we're not gonna forget.
Since we're so sane and focused, bringing it back, I haven't talked about my superhero
Yeah,
movies.
Ian, let's get to that.
Now, if you ask me sequence or trilogy, I go Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man trilogy.
I got no beef with that. I love it.
Except for part 3.
Here's the thing I say
Really?
about that. I don't dislike it as I think a lot of people are a little too harsh on it. Was it the weakest one? Yes. But did I get enjoyment out of it? I absolutely did.
Yeah.
But I-
So, go on.
I mean, the thing is, they don't follow the storyline. That's the problem.
Yes.
Venom, you could have done so
They
much
could-
more with the characterization of Venom
Yes.
because Venom he's total crazy. Venom in the comics is a guy who sucks people's brains out. Then you have who's his girlfriend? Gwen Stacy.
Yes.
Where they introduce her in the third one. Now, if nobody really knows, Gwen Stacy is Peter Parker's original girlfriend before Mary Jane. She comes before her,
Right.
and she gets killed by Norman Osborn, and that later on Peter kills Norman Osborn to avenge her death. And I mean, it's kind of messed up. Even with Harry Osborn dying in that movie, Harry Osborn, every time Peter used to beat him up in the comics, Harry Osborn would be in a mental asylum because Peter could never kill his friend.
Yeah, so it does have its flaws, but if you want to look at a sequence, I have to go with the Spider-Man trilogy. I caught up on the first two right around when the third one came out, then caught the third one, and gotta admit, I was very into it, and I'm not really a superhero comic book fan, but it did get me into it. But
Okay.
if I have to go single movie, I know I'm sounding like everybody here, but I have to go Dark Knight.
Oh, you're
A
with me.
single
You're with
movie.
me.
Because with the Spider-Man trio,
The trio, yes.
the
is what
trio,
makes
yes,
it.
but I feel like one movie is just about as good as the others.
Yes.
But if you want a single film, Dark Knight.
Wow. I mean, it just when I think about it, it's just, especially for a good movie, when you're trying to think of movies, like if you're stranded on an island or something and you're gonna take movies, The Dark Knight is one you bring because there's not a low point in there. It's just seamless perfection throughout the film.
You know what I love about The Dark Knight? The opening scene,
Yes.
the bank robbery,
Perfect.
and then the Joker mask character guys
yes.
turning the guns on themselves.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I mean,
Like that hooks you right there, and you're set.
Maybe I don't appreciate the level of acting as much as some people, because at our core we are sports guys more than we are movie critics, but I could appreciate that even without having, I think anybody really without having a big film knowledge of reviewing actors and things could just look at Heath Ledger's performance in that movie and just be like, that was something special. It really was. I don't think anyone could ever pull off as perfect of a role of the Joker, because that's a hard role to play. That is such a complex character. To be as flawless and pull that off the way he did, it's perfection. It really is.
And, you know, you look at Heath Ledger with the story, he used to lock himself up in his room just to get into that dark side. There's nobody who could put up a performance like that. That
No.
performance is just phenomenal.
All right, wait.
Pistol Pete, I
Pistol
think
Pete. Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete is in the building.
The
Everybody.
major question of the day.
Okay.
Favorite.
Can we hear me all right?
Let me get your level. Talk Pistol.
Test 1 2. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, Pistol Pete,
All right,
you're
here we
coming
go.
through.
So what are we talking about?
Favorite superhero movie.
Wow.
Go.
Now, can this superhero movie consist of multiple superheroes in it?
Yes.
Avengers.
Original.
Original. I haven't seen the second one yet. I don't think it's come out yet.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So right now it is the Avengers. Only because I can't pinpoint it down to one. I love Iron Man.
No Dark Knight love?
No, I do. I
Okay.
do. Don't get me
Let
wrong.
him get there, Joe.
It's the
sorry.
culmination. It's the culmination of all of them. All of the Hulk, Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye. I mean, who would have thought Hawkeye was coming back in the movie?
Yeah.
No one. I mean, we saw. I mean, yeah, everyone saw it coming in the Avengers. It's the Avengers, Shield, and all that stuff. But I mean, that's my pick, Avengers. Now, don't get me wrong. Dark Knight series, amazing series. Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker, by
Legendary.
far the best Joker I've ever seen.
We were just talking about
not to
that, yeah.
not to bash Jack Nicholson's approach at it, because he was great too. But I have to say Heath Ledger just hit it out of the park with that one. And you talk about Thor, you talk about, I mean, he's looking up low-key Marvel figures on his computer. You talk about Thor, you talk about all that stuff. I mean, they're great movies, but I think the culmination of all the Marvel superheroes has to be my top. Dark Knight's close second. The whole 3 movies.
All right, Pete. Nice.
Yeah?
Very nice. You know, you kind of came in and
See,
set
he
the
switched
tone.
back to the scores because he doesn't want to be caught that he's looking at low-key
Hey, there's
action
no
figures.
shame that I love my action figure collection. I proudly display them on my bookshelf in my room, all my Star Wars guys. No, Rob and I share a passion for that, the Star Wars figures. So that's good. But guys, 15-minute segment. Usually that's the cutoff point. I want to get the final thoughts out there so we can give our group here a little bit of time to prepare. Rob, final thoughts.
This has just been a great event working tonight. It's, for Relay, cancer is a big thing that's been going on for years in our world, and it's killed so many people. I mean, I lost my grandfather back in '99.
So did I.
And he died from colon cancer, and I mean, just people continuing for research. This is what we need, because that cure needs to be found, because too many people lose their lives each year. Too many people, there's breast cancer, there's so many other cancers, and people just need to continue fighting for their lives. And this is what we need in this world, because we need to give people that chance. We are all born here to live a life, and we need to continue living that life.
Well said, Big Shot Rob. I can't even top that. I'm not even gonna try to top that.
Yeah, Rob, you spoke for all of us.
I think so.
With your words there. Of course, final thoughts for me would be silly. I will be back on the air.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere.
Pistol
Zach.
Pete, Chelsea Taylor Harris, myself, probably not a guest appearance from Ken Reichman, but still, we're taking you to the end. You got Full Metal Attack coming up right on the other side. You do not want to miss that, and then I'll be back later to close it out with that awesome group. It's going to be something worth staying up
Oh,
for.
it certainly is.
And guys, this is an awesome event. The first time we're doing this 5 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah.
And I mean,
No. 5 p.m.
This is an event that we had started with the Radiothon Dream Relay for Life, and now we continue it on, and we're going to be passing it on to other students, and hopefully they continue passing on this legacy that we started a year ago.
I hope so too. I don't know if they'll bring in the level of cupcakes, cookies, and all the other treats, but I'm sure they'll do a good job. But Ian, Rob, again, thank you guys so much. Such a good day. You guys were money. Big Shot Rob, as always. Ian, you always come through, and you're not going anywhere. But
No.
It's been a lot of fun, and we got so much more programming left. So everybody, stay with us throughout the night until 5 a.m., man. You guys are just warriors here. Thank you for listening, though. Everybody, continue to enjoy the Radiothon.